You know what, people? I like to cause a little chaos a lot of times. So just looking at this right now, with Texas Longhorns and the Aggies being in the SEC and the bloodbath that will end up being the Big 12, bloodbath mediocrity, it leaves a question. What I heard today on the radio, and I wanted to break down. One of these three schools just may be the last team in Texas with a chance to get in the college football playoffs. And why would you ask that? Well, the highest ranked group of 5 champion. And looking at these schools, they all play each other. Looking at it, UTSA hosts Texas State September 12th. Texas State hosts North Texas on September 19th. And then North Texas goes to UTSA November 14th. Looking at these schedules, all these schools have their big games, except for Texas State. They have their big games early. I mean, let's be honest, people. Nobody on this schedule is a world beater. Looking at UTSA, of course, they have UTRGV, which is going to be a tough game. But then Texas State, Texas. After that, Colorado State, Rice, USF at home, Navy at home, at Tulane, which is not what they used to be, at Florida Atlantic, North Texas at home, at UAB, and home for Tulsa. Texas State, of course, starts off with UT, then they go to UTSA, then they host UTSA, then they host North Texas, then they host UIW, then they have what? Colorado State at home, Utah State at home, Boise on the road, Oregon on the road, Fresno State at home, Washington State, Colorado State again. North Texas, Indiana, of course. UNLV at home, Texas State, then Houston Christian, Tulsa, Charlotte, Navy, Florida. None of these schools are world beaters. The only thing I'm telling you is, one of these schools may run the table. They may have an early loss. I'm pretty much guaranteeing Texas will beat Texas State and UTSA. Indiana is going to beat North Texas. It's my school, but they're going to beat them. But after that, anybody on this schedule actually scare you? And looking at the college football playoffs, since they expanded the college football playoffs, they've had SMU, they've had Texas A&M, they've had Texas Tech get into the college football playoff. Texas got in the year before, I believe. But the question I got to ask you people is, if this school, one of these three schools, UTSA, Texas State, or North Texas, actually get into the playoffs this year, for once, North Texas was damn close last year. I do believe if the coach was not going to leave to go to Oklahoma State, they would have actually made the playoff last year. Texas State, I go out on a limb. I think Brad Jackson is the best quarterback in the state of Texas. I think he's better than Arch Manning. Now, he doesn't have enough talent or depth that UT has. They do have the heaviest offensive line in the country. So that UT defensive line, if they're not conditioned, I don't care how deep they are, they're going to hurt on the fourth quarter. UTSA has the most stable coaching staff. And they have the one thing that no other school in Texas has, which is dumb as hell that no one else thought of this. They have a damn dome. So when it's 175 degrees outside and you're baking at DKR or Kyle Field, people in San Antonio are chilling inside 70-degree AC eating a churro watching their team play. That's an advantage. I don't know, people. I'm just bringing up something that was brought to my attention today. So I'm walking around and talking to people, listening to people discuss college football. It's that time of year. One of these schools will be hoping to be in the playoffs this year. I'm not sure who it's going to be. Looking at the schedules, Texas State has an outside chance, but UTSA has all the tough games at home. I don't know. I had to get up to some FBS games this year. Support my local schools. What do you think? We know Texas has a tough schedule. We know A&M has a tough schedule. Do you think one of these three schools would be the one to break the mold and the highest ranked Group of 5 champion into the college football playoffs this year? Let me know. It's Coach Simmons, and have a blessed day. I'll talk to you later. I'm out.